Before glass towers carved the sky, before electric light erased the stars, before the underground thundered beneath the streets, there was another London, a city of gas, flame, and coal smoke, of silk and mud, of empire and desperation. Tonight, you are not watching history. You are stepping into it. With the power of AI restoration, we travel back more than 2 centuries to the year 1810, to the heart of the Regency era. A moment when London stood at a crossroads of destiny, balanced between aristocratic elegance and the brutal birth of the industrial age. Close your eyes for a moment. Erase the glass skyscrapers. Forget the neon glow of Piccadilly Circus. Let the modern world fade. Now listen. Hear the iron-rimmed wheels of carriages rattling over wet cobblestones, the sharp crack of whips, the low murmur of crowds, the distant clang of shipyards along the Thames. This is London, 1810, the largest city on Earth, the beating heart of an empire that spans the globe. The fog in the Thames. Dawn breaks slowly through a heavy yellow-gray mist. This is not the clean white fog of the countryside. This is a living creature, thick with coal smoke, river moisture, and industrial poison. It clings to skin, it burns the lungs, it turns streets into labyrinths of shadow. The Thames flows silently beneath it, dark and swollen, carrying the commerce of the world and the suffering of the poor. Barges slide past, heavy with coal from the north, sugar from the Caribbean, tea from India. This river is the artery of empire, but it is also a grave. Along its banks, small figures emerge from the mud as the tide retreats. Children, barefoot, clothed in rags, they are the mudlarks. They search the black sludge for scraps of coal, broken metal, discarded rope, anything that might buy a piece of bread. Their hands are cracked from cold, their faces hollow. Many will not live to adulthood. London is the richest city in the world, and one of the cruelest. Old London Bridge, the stone monster, rising from the mist, is an ancient structure. Old London Bridge. In 1810, it is over 600 years old. A medieval beast crouched across the river. 19 uneven stone arches choke the Thames into violent torrents. The water drops nearly 2 meters as it surges through, creating deadly whirlpools. Boatmen call it shooting the bridge. Only the bravest dare pass. Above, the bridge is narrow, packed with carts, horses, and pedestrians. The smell of dung and smoke fills the air. Buildings still cling to its sides like parasites, blocking light and wind. This bridge has seen kings, fires, plagues, and executions. It is a relic of the old world, struggling to survive in the new. Soon it will be torn down. Progress is coming. Pall Mall. The night turns to day. Move westward now, away from the river, toward the heart of power. Pall Mall. In 1810, something revolutionary is happening here. For the first time in human history, an entire street is illuminated by gaslight. Tall cast-iron lamps line the road, each burning with a pale bluish flame. The darkness retreats. Shadows soften. Night itself is transformed. People stop and stare in wonder. This is not just technology. It is magic. The age of oil lamps and candles is ending. The city will no longer sleep when the sun goes down. Crime will retreat. Commerce will expand. Time itself will stretch. The lamplighters move from post to post, igniting the future with long poles. A new profession is born. London has learned how to conquer the night. The Tower of London, heart of fear and power. Through the fog rises another shape, darker, heavier, the Tower of London. In 1810, Britain is locked in a life-and-death struggle with Napoleon. The empire is on edge. Inside these walls are stored tens of thousands of muskets, cannons, and barrels of powder. The Royal Mint strikes coins for a global economy. Prisoners accused of treason rot in cold cells. And beneath the battlements, in iron cages, the last of the royal menagerie still live. Lions, tigers, exotic beasts brought from conquered lands. Their roars echo through stone corridors, mixing with the clang of forges and the distant roll of drums. This is not a museum. It is a warning. Power lives here, and so does fear. Covent Garden, dawn of survival. The clock strikes 4 in the morning. We arrive at Covent Garden. This is not the elegant plaza of modern times. This is a battlefield of labor. Porters stagger under mountains of vegetables. Carts jam the streets. Fishmongers shout. Butchers sharpen knives. The air is thick with the smell of damp straw, horse sweat, rotting leaves, and fresh roses brought in from the countryside. A lady in silk lifts her dress to avoid the mud. Beside her, a barefoot child searches puddles for discarded cabbage leaves. This is London's great contradiction. Splendor and misery, side by side. The empire runs on both. St. James, S. Where the world is decided, just a short walk away lies another universe. St. James, S. Inside gentlemen's clubs, candlelight glows on mahogany tables in green velvet. Crystal glasses catch the light. Tobacco smoke curls beneath gilded ceilings. Here, men in tailored coats debate the fate of nations. They speak of Napoleon, of fleets and armies, of colonies and trade routes. They gamble thousands of pounds in a single night. They bet on wars, on horses, on the fall of governments. While children starve by the river, fortunes change hands with the turn of a card. This is the brain of the empire. The Golden Jubilee, fire in the sky. October 1810, London erupts in celebration. 50 years of King George III. Fireworks explode above the Thames in cascades of gold, red, and emerald. The river becomes a mirror of flame. In the streets, entire oxen are roasted over open fires. Beer flows, crowds cheer. For one night, class barriers soften. Mudlarks eat beside merchants. Dock workers raise cups with clerks. The city glows, not with gaslight, but with hope. Yet even as the sky burns with color, the king's mind is slipping into darkness. The old order is fading. A new age is coming. The great fog, birth of an industrial monster. And then, the fog returns. Thick, yellow, suffocating. Coal smoke from thousands of chimneys mixes with river mist. Visibility drops to a few feet. Carriages crash. Criminals vanish into shadows. The city becomes a maze of fear. This is the first glimpse of something the future will call smog. The price of progress. The soul of 1810. London in 1810 is not merely a place in time. It is a transformation. Gaslight defeats darkness. Steam will soon replace muscle. Empires will rise and fall. Cities will grow into giants of steel and glass. Yet beneath modern streets, the echoes remain. Under Pall Mall's asphalt lie the first gas pipes. Beneath the Thames rest the tools of mudlark children. Within the tower's walls, the memory of lions and prisoners still lingers. This was the moment the modern world was born. A city of light and shadow, of wealth and suffering, of ambition forged in fog. And as you return to the present, remember, every glowing skyline, every subway rumble, every street lit at night began here in London in the year 1810.